श्री गुरु गौरांग गिरिधारी राधा ललित माधव जी की जय। राधा रमन बिहारी राधा विनोद बिहारी राधा नयन बिहारी जी की जय। श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन जी की जय। दामोदर श्याम सुंदर गोकुलानंद राधा रमन जी की जय। कृष्ण बलराम महाराज की जय। श्री राधा मदन मोहन जी की जय। नित्यलीला प्रविष्ट ओम विष्णुपाद अस्तोत्र सत श्रीमद भक्तिवेदांत नारायण गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। ओम विष्णुपाद स्तोत्र सत परिव्राज कचेरी श्रीमद भक्तिवेदांत मधुसूदन गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। नित्यलीला पृष्ठ ओम विष्णुपाद स्तोत्र सत श्रीमद भक्ति प्रज्ञान केशव गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। नित्यलीला पृष्ठ ओम विष्णुपाद स्तोत्र सत श्रीमद भक्ति जीवन जनार्दन गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। नित्यलीला पृष्ठ ओम विष्णुपाद स्तोत्र सत श्रीमद भक्ति प्रमोदपुरी गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। दो पृष्ठ विष्णुपाद स्तोत्र सत श्रीमद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी महाराज की जय। दो पृष्ठ विष्णुपाद स्तोत्र सत श्रीमद गौर गोविंद महाराज की जय। नित्यलीला पृष्ठ ओम विष्णुपाद स्तोत्र सत्य श्रीमद भक्ति वैभवपुरी गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। नित्यलीला पृष्ठ विष्णुपाद स्तोत्र सत्य श्रीमद भक्ति कमल गोविंद गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। नित्य पृष्ठ विष्णुपाद स्तोत्र सत्य श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर शिल प्रभुपाद की जय। शिल गौर किशोर दास जी महाराज की जय। सच्चिदानंद शिल भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर की जय। वैष्णव सार्वभौम शिल जगन्नाथ दास जी महाराज की जय। श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ गोस्वामी प्रभु की जय। स्वरूप दामोदर राय श्री गौर परिषद वृंद की जय। श्री राय-रामानंद-samvad की जय। नमाचार्य शिल हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि श्री गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री नवद्वीप मंडल की जय। ब्रज मंडल की जय। क्षेत्र मंडल की जय। त्रिभुवन मंगल श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। चर संप्रदाय चर चर धाम की जय। रसेश्वरी क्रियेश्वरी वृंदावनेश्वरी श्रीमती राधा ठाकुरानी की जय। कुल देवी योगमाया पूर्णमासी देवी की जय। गोपेश्वर महादेव की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। समागत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री चंद्रिका कुंज की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। Okay, so now we'll start the class. Ajnanatimirandasya Gyananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam yena tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Gurave Gurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namah. Panchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Anandalilamaya Vigrahaya Mebadivachiva Sundaraya Tasmai Mahaprema Rasapradaya Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste. Nityananda Namastubhyam Premananda Pradayane Kalo Kalmashanashaya Jannopataye Namaha. Ajanulambita Vujo Kanakavadato Sankirtanaya Kapitaro Kamalaya Taksho Vishwambaro Dujvaro Jugadharmapalo Vande Jagatpriyakaro Karunavataro Kanaka Jaladagatro Nila Shonabjanetro Mrigamadavara Balo Malati Kundamalo Taral Tarunavesho Nila Pitambaresho Smarani Vritani Kunje Radhika Krishna Chandra Smarani Vritani Kunje Radhika Krishna Chandra Tavaivasmi Najivami Tvaya Vina Iti Vigyarade Tvam Nayamam Charanantike Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. First of all, my unlimited Dandavat pranams to the lotus feet of Srila Gurudev, Nityalila Pravishta, Om Vishnupada Astutra Sata Shishimad Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, to the Rupanuga Gaudiya Guru Varga, the chain of disciplic succession coming from Shiva Rupa Goswami, to my Shiksha Gurus, my instructing spiritual masters, also to dear devotees and friends in Chandrika Kunj, London. Dandavat Pranam, Hare Krishna. Very happy to see you again. So yesterday at Yuduvar Prabhu's were started to hear one very wonderful conversation, the topmost conversation between the Supreme Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his pure devotee Raya-ramananda. So as we remember, Raya-ramananda was the governor of Madras. He was formerly quite influential person, and he was one of the rulers under the control of Maharaj Prataparudra of Puri. So he was in the South India, and they met at the river Godavari. So Raya-ramananda was being carried on a palanquin by his servants, and there were brahmanas also accompanying him. So they were very much surprised that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who was a sannyasi, renounced monk, hugged, gave a big hug, embraced that ruler, who was, according to their estimation, was actually like a Shudra, like low caste. So they were very much surprised. They were looking at each other because they were having material conception. Often we see that religionists are under material conceptions. You must have noticed in this world. Very often it happens. So they could not see, oh, he's a like a ruler means, oh, like lower caste, and sannyasi means, oh, high caste, and he's embracing him. How come is it possible? Because they could not see the pure bhakti or pure devotion which was underlying their meeting, which was the essence of their meeting. So they were discussing pure devotion, and they were fully immersed in pure devotion. There was nothing but pure devotion in their vision, in their conception. Therefore, the association was perfect. Kiba Vipra later, in their conversation, we didn't quote that verse yesterday, but it was mentioned. Kiba Vipra, Kiba Nyasi, Shudra Kiba Noi, say Krishna Tattvaveta, say Guru Hai. You may be a Shudra of a low caste, you may be a sannyasi, means high caste, renounced monk, Maharaj, otherwise. Kiba Vipra, Kiba Nyasi, Shudra, Vipra means Brahmana you can be, Kiba Vipra, Kiba Nyasi, Shudra Kiba Nyasi, Krishna Tattvaveta, no matter whom you are, according to your caste, according to your background, but if you know Krishna Tattva or truth about Krishna, means you are Guru. You can be Guru, you can instruct the whole world. What to speak the world? Universe, the whole universe you can instruct. So background does not have such a how to say, superior position. Yeah, superior position doesn't have. It does help. For example, somebody was born in India, someone was born in a Brahmana family. Oh, very helpful. You know, because spiritual way of life from the very beginning, vegetarianism from the very beginning, spiritual values from the very beginning, spiritual vision from the very beginning. But then some material conceptions may come, oh, I'm the highest caste and these are untouchables. But no, from the point of view of pure devotion, even a person born in a family of dog eaters can have right, does have right for spiritual development, everyone. So Prahlad Maharaj said, what? Vipradvishad gunayatat aravinda nabha pad aravinda vamukhan shvapacham varishtam. So a devotee of the Lord who is very faithful to him, born in a dog-eating family, you know, like Chinese. We're going to China just in 2 weeks. Anyway, well, is higher than a Brahmana who has no devotion. The Brahmana has 12 characteristics of a Brahmana, but nevertheless, if pure devotion is not there, that person is lower because he cannot have proper conception himself and cannot help also his dependents, his family, anyway, whoever he is preaching to, he cannot help because conception is material. So that is the problem nowadays. Spiritualists have material conception. Therefore, so many fights because of the religions in the world. And even within the Vedic line, this line is Vedic line, coming from the Vedas. What we're discussing now is based upon Srimad Bhagavatam, the highest book of the Vedic scriptures, ancient most. Everybody says, all scientists, all religionists say that Vedas are ancient most scriptures. Before there were no books, because people were having such brilliant memory that they were able to relate everything concerning spirituality and transcendence heart to heart, from heart to heart. So therefore there was no necessity of books, but then books appeared when this age of quarrel and hypocrisy, Kali Yuga, came, about. So now we're operating with books, computers, etc., etc. People have no memory also. Yeah. So Sri Chaitanya met Raya-ramananda. Yeah. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, just a few words about him. He was not just an ordinary religious teacher, or even not an ordinary avatar of the Lord. He was Krishna himself. Etachamsha kala pumsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam Indrari Vyakulam Lokam Rigayanti Yuge Yuge. Srimad Bhagavatam is saying, that's the highest authority of the Vedic literature, is saying that there are many avatars of different kinds, many incarnations, but the Supreme Lord, who is the source of all incarnations, otherwise avatari, is called Krishna. So that's the ultimate conclusion of Srimad Bhagavatam. So if we see on this map, the highest planet we could see, Krishna Loka, it's called, Loka means planet or abode, and so many incarnations, Rama, Dimurti Shukalani, Yamena Tishtam. You see the planet of Rama, Ayodhya, a bit lower, then the planet of Vaikuntha, so many planets of Vaikuntha. Vai means without, and Kuntha means suffering. So fully spiritual, and the Lord is there as Narayan, the four-handed one, you see. So these are all transcendental forms, and they are well known to those who heard about Vedic literatures from the pure source of Sri Guru. So Sri Krishna is the source of all incarnations. He's avatari, not just an avatara, but avatari, the source of all incarnations. And he comes very, very rarely to this earth. So all those avatars, they come to this fortunate planet, Burloka, otherwise we call Earth. So every now and then they come, but Krishna himself comes very, very rarely, once in the day of Brahma. So Brahma is the creator of this universe, and his day equals 340 million years, multiplied by 2, because the night is also same duration. So it will be 8,640,000,000 years. So very, very rarely Krishna comes, and also Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes as rarely as Krishna. So Krishna came 5,000 years ago, and roughly 531 years ago, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came. So he spent 48 years on this planet. Half his life was as a householder, and half as an elevated sannyasi, renounced monk with shaven head. Yes. So he went to South India. After he took sannyas, after he took full renunciation, he went to South India, and the goal was actually to meet Raya-ramananda. That was the actual goal. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to meet Raya-ramananda. Tomorrow we'll be celebrating the disappearance day of Raya-ramananda. So this seminar is dedicated to that. 2 classes before, 2 classes after. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spoke so much to his followers, to Rupa, to Sanatana, to Raghunath Das Goswami, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, many others. But to Raya-ramananda, he spoke something, but mostly he wanted to hear from Raya-ramananda. And that's very, very esoteric. Why would the Supreme Lord himself, in the form of a devotee anyway, but the Supreme Lord, why would he want to hear from Raya-ramananda? So we'll speak something about that. So as we heard from the very beginning, on the very beginning, the Supreme Lord has internal potency of Swarupa Shakti, Radha, Shrimati Radhika otherwise. So certainly he is the center of all the energies, Parasya Shaktir Vivadarva Shruvate, and everything comes from him. But from the point of view of the relationship with his energies, or rasa, there is one phenomenon. He forgets. He does not know really the sweetness of his own qualities. What is that? He cannot taste. Krishna is like a sugar doll made fully of sugar. So if you ask a sugar doll, listen, sugar doll, can you tell me about sugar? Doll will say nothing. Because doll cannot taste her own taste. But can Krishna taste his own taste? Certainly, is possible, but definitely and undoubtedly with the help of his dear devotees. Therefore, Krishna is very greedy. God is very greedy for the love in the hearts of his devotees. Devotees, loving servants. Bhaktas, we say. Different. So, who is the highest bhaktini? Who is the highest devotee? Radha. That's his immediate, the highest manifestation of his energy principle. So you see on this map, one side is blue, one side is pink, otherwise red. Why? Because feminine principle is represented by this red color. So from the side of Radha, so many other incarnations come. Umarama Satya Shachi Chandra Rukmini Radhaya Vatara Sabha Amanaya Bole. All the Vedic scriptures, they conclude that all the other incarnations, they are coming from the body of Srimati Radhika. They are expansions of her transcendental body. So now we have some conception about what is spiritual world, what is the male principle, female principle. So once again, Krishna is the supreme male, Radha is the supreme female, and so there are two considerations: the philosophical consideration and the consideration of taste. So we can say tattva, yes, in Sanskrit, and rasa. So tattva is the philosophical consideration, and rasa is the consideration of taste. So taste is above philosophy. Philosophy is undoubtedly the, to say, foundation, the basis of tasting rasa, of having the taste. Because all the Vedas proclaim raso vaisaha, this aphorism in the Vedas, raso vaisaha. He is rasa, the ocean of rasa. Krishna is the ocean of rasa, means the ocean of taste. So every living being, every soul has to develop that amazing and say incomparable, unique taste within his heart. So it's like there are so many flowers in the field, or there's so many snowdrops, right? So you cannot find two completely identical ones, even in kaleidoscope. It's very, very difficult. But, pieces of sand in one beach, cannot find two. But living entities, if you take, unlimited, everywhere. Spiritual world, material world, and always, always, always new living entities are coming from the transcendental body of the Lord. So you cannot find two identical tastes, types of taste, right? Unlimited combination. They're very difficult to imagine with our limited consciousness, our limited mind, the nature of the unlimited. So we can just theoretically, we hear, then we repeat, from the high source, then some, what's it called, impression will be in the heart, deep impression, samskara will be in the heart, so we can think a little bit about the unlimited, see? So there are some meditations. Close your eyes and think about the unlimited. Oh, that's the first stage. It's not bad. Then think about the manifestations of the Supreme Lord. And his body is like the rocks are like his body. His arms are like the trees, etc., etc. It's also described in the second stage. Now the third stage, you hear. You hear from the high source, and you can imagine then. You can have some conception, not imagine, you can have some conception about the transcendental body of the Supreme. Because he is the person, transcendental person. Many religions, they have that conception, but quite vaguely, not completely, in some hints, in some codes, so not so difficult, not so easy to ascertain the position and the nature of that person. But in the Vedas, it's so widely described, so we're here today. It's amazing, amazing conversation, so please bear with us another hour or so. we will hear all those things. So, yes, so Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead, Bhagavan, has the supreme female aspect, which is Shakti, and that is Shrimati Radha, Radhika, otherwise Radha Rani, many names. But the main one is Radha, Krishna and Radha. In Hare Krishna Mahamantra, she comes first, that is Hare. Her name is also Hara, and Hare is, vocative case for Hara. So Hare, otherwise we say Radhe. Some mantras in the Vedic traditions are saying Radhe Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Radhe Radhe, Radhe Shyam, Shyam Radhe Radhe. That's parallel line, another line. They chant this mantra. So vocative case Radhe, yes. You come to Vrindavan, the holy abode. Nobody says Krishna, mostly they say Radhe Radhe. Everybody says Radhe Radhe. Even rickshaw wallahs, the rickshaw drivers, everyone Radhe Radhe. Instead of drn drn, they say Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe. Okay, certainly they have the rings also, but they say Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe. Radhe Radhe, what are you doing? So it goes without like, instead of anything, you can say Radhe Radhe. So next means Radhe Radhe. Let's give way means Radhe Radhe. What are you doing means Radhe Radhe. Everything Radhe Radhe. So it's not by chance, because as we said, the abodes in this material world are embassies of the spiritual world. So from here you can go there. From these abodes you can go there, like in a magic rocket of the holy name. So you can see this line coming from our planet, high to the highest planet of spiritual world. This is the line of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That's the connection. So in this Kali Yuga, in this fallen age, we have one very special privilege by chanting Kirtanam eva Krishna Syamukta Sangha Param Vrajet. By chanting of the holy name, we can achieve the highest result in life. That is spiritual realization, who you really are, your eternal servant of Krishna. So anyway, we'll be discussing these points. Yesterday, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu therefore asked Raya-ramananda, I didn't finish actually. So the Supreme Lord, from the point of view of taste, is puzzled. He doesn't know completely the taste of the love of his highest devotee, Sri Radha. That is amazing, and you can find it in the speeches, in the writings of our great gurus, Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivinoda Narayan Goswami, Srila Gaur Govinda Maharaj also like to discuss that, and others. Our Gurudev's one class has a heading, What Krishna Doesn't Know. It's called What Krishna Does Not Know. So Krishna knows everything, right? God knows everything, but he is puzzled about one thing. What is that? When Krishna was here 5,000 years ago, he returned to Goloka Vrindavan. So he was there and he was contemplating Shri Radhaya Pranaya Mahima Kidrishavana Eva Sadayanad Bhatamandarima Kidrishava Madhya Sokyam Chasimanudavotam Kidrisham Vetilobat Tatsavadya Samajani Tachisan Tatsavadya Sindhu Harindu Tachiputra Sindhu Harindu. He's saying, oh, I have 3 unfulfilled desires. Krishna was having 3 unfulfilled desires. Shri Radhaya Pranaya Mahima. What is the highest position of Srimati Radhika's love for me? The Supreme Lord is asking, is pondering. Kidrishava Naiva Swadhyayana Adbhuta Madhurima. What is the essence of my wonderful qualities, which are available only for her? Her and only her. She can taste those wonderful qualities, no one else. Adbhuta Madhurina Kidrishava Madhya. And 3, Sokyam Sinumatam Kidrisham Vetilobat. What happiness she feels when she perceives my wonderful qualities. So, like a sugar doll is asking, how sweet am I? You cannot see. She cannot see herself. So in that same way, Krishna is asking, what is my sweetness? Radhe, tell me. But she is experiencing, she is not telling. So he wants to experience. That's why Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was always calling for Krishna. Krishna, 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 he was calling. That is Radha calling for Krishna in separation. When Krishna went from Vrindavan to Mathura and then to Dwaraka, then Radha was feeling that separation. It's very, very deep principle. We're just touching a little bit. But what Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was experiencing was exactly that. How Krishna is feeling separation from his best devotee, his best beloved. So that is the essence of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mood. That's why he was crying. He was always chanting the names of Krishna. So therefore Krishna in the form of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to know that, and therefore he took shiksha or instructions from Raya-ramananda, who is incarnation of the great girlfriend of Radha, whose name is Vishakha. You see? So when they came here to this material world, they came in a human-like incarnation, like human-like form. Krishna is coming in many incarnations. Some of them are human-like, some not. For example, he comes like Matsya, that's tortoise. He comes like Kurma, that's tortoise. Matsya, fish. Then Varaha, boar. Then Vamana, dwarf, that's already human. Right. Then Nrisimha, half man, half lion. We were celebrating just 5 days ago, basically. Then Parashurama, the great warrior, also human. Then Buddha, also human. Then Rama, also human, the ideal king. And then Balarama, the elder brother of Krishna. And finally Krishna himself, that's Bhagavan Swayam, that's the source of all incarnations. And but Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, not only human form, but also within him is Radha, is supreme female principle. Like Krishna, who is playing the role of Radha. That is who Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is. That is the mystery about Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Well, generally we certainly hear, he gave the holy name, but that is external. That is important, but second external reason. There are 4 reasons of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance. So second external, he gave the holy name by fulfilling the necessity of Yuga Dharma, or the prescribed duties for this age being introduced. And the first secondary reason, first external reason, is his pure devotee Advaita Acharya was calling for him. Oh Lord, if you don't come now, these people, they are not worshipping Krishna. They are so much disturbed by their material desires, therefore they worship demigods for material gain, and they were worshipping Devi, Durga, who is a material manifestation of Radha. Here she is, and Shiva, Ganesha, and many other demigods. So Advaita Acharya was calling, and now the second primary reason, second internal reason, he wanted to give this mood of spontaneous love to all the residents of this material world. What's this? Karite Pracharan, Raga Marga Bhakti Lokya Karite Pracharan. He wanted to give this Raga Marga, or the path of spontaneous devotion, spontaneous attraction to everyone in this world. And finally, the first reason is of 3 parts, the 3 unfulfilled desires of Krishna. Remember them? What is the depth of Shrimati Radhika's love? What is the essence of my sweet qualities, which is available only to her and no one else? And what does she feel when she's experiencing those wonderful sweet qualities of mine? So those are the great qualities, the 3 unfulfilled desires of Krishna. That's why Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took shelter of Vishakha in the form of Raya-ramananda. So Krishna came to this world and he took all of his devotees, many from spiritual world, and they came in male forms mostly. Some female, but mostly male. and they were playing the parts of devotees. So therefore Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu met Raya-ramananda, and he was a governor, responsibilities. He was having so many responsibilities, and he was listening to him. But the materialists, brahmanas, they were disturbed. Oh, how come this ruler is embracing sannyasi? This sannyasi is allowing himself to embrace this ruler who is low caste. So therefore Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was listening to Raya-ramananda, and he asked him, oh, please tell me, what is the goal and what is the process to attain the goal? What is the sadhya and what is the sadhana? So Raya-ramananda, yesterday we heard, he talked about so many paths. So the first thing he said is Varnashrama, or the social and spiritual structure of the society, is all perfection. But Mahaprabhu said, this is external, continue. And he said, to dedicate your results of your work to the Supreme, that is the highest attainment. Mahaprabhu said, this is good. Anyway, he said, this is external, continue. Then Raya-ramananda said, then Atma Samarpana, a self-dedication, rejecting your duties to the Supreme, is the highest attainment. Raya-ramananda said, this is external, continue, even give up your duties for the Supreme is external. You see? So then Mahaprabhu, Raya-ramananda continued, and he said, Karma Mishra Bhakti, Bhakti which is mixed with material desires for sense enjoyment, is the essence of all attainment. He said, this is external, continue. Then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, oh, Jnana Mishra Bhakti, Bhakti which is mixed with desire for knowledge, both empirical and knowledge of impersonal feature of the Lord. So the Lord is personal and impersonal. So the desire for impersonal, here we go, this emptiness you see, Brahma Jyoti, the rays of Brahmana. Some devotees still maintain this desire to know the impersonal feature, so that is not pure bhakti. So that therefore it's external, continue, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said. Then Raya-ramananda said Jnana Shunya Bhakti, means bhakti which is free from those desires for knowledge, both empiric and knowledge of liberation. Then the first time Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, ahohoi, that is good, but continue, go on. So Raya-ramananda said that okay, Prema Bhakti, the pure devotional service, is source of all, is the highest of all attainments. Then Mahaprabhu said, good, but continue. And then Raya-ramananda, speaking about Prema Bhakti, or pure love, is telling Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu about the different rasas, the different tastes, or different types of relationships with the Lord. So we will be hearing that today. So finally now it's time to start the class. We're starting finally. Prabhu kahe ehohoi agya kahayar, Raya kahe dasya prema sarva sadhyasar. So when Mahaprabhu said that, when Raya-ramananda said Krishna Bhakti, yes, when he said about Prema Bhakti, so we were discussing yesterday, he spoke about both Vaidhi and Raganuga Bhakti, means devotion based on rules and regulations. It's pure devotion, but it's based on rules and regulations. And then devotion which is based on spontaneous attraction, so that's another stage. And he discussed both. So obviously first we come and we follow rules and regulations. We chant the holy name on beads every day. We wake up early, try to, anyway, follow. Those who are practicing nicely wake up early and perform arati of the deities, and they chant their holy names, their mantras, offer some food for... Anyway, they follow these rules. So these are the rules, very sweet rules, but the rules.
You know, like there's an interesting game such as football and others, and there are rules. So without rules, the game makes no sense. It's just chaos. So therefore, there must be rules in order for some taste to come. So when we get taste, real deep taste, then we go to another stage. We start raganuga, bhakti, or the process of spontaneous devotion. In the same way as a schoolboy becomes gradually a great writer, but not at once. He first writes best compositions in class. He becomes like champion of some competition of young talents, whatever, and then becomes a well-known writer or poet, musician or whatever. So then he becomes free in his creativity. He can compose anything, create anything. Amazing, amazing masterpiece he can. But certainly there are rules, but those rules are already based on the taste, on his taste. So in that same way, devotion to the Lord first goes through stages, some rules and regulations. You do this with your right hand, you don't do this with your left hand, your right hand. You don't sit here, you sit there, like this. You don't touch this, touch that. Not the proper time, another time, you know. Somebody likes to sleep long and then chant their mantras. Improper, no, it's not accepted. You missed the time, you missed the teaching. So okay, wait till midday, then chant double, you know. So there's the rules. You cannot play football with your hands, only you should throw from the outside of the, what's that?
Sidelines.
Sidelines. So those are the rules, so we have to observe. But then it comes to another level, then that football player becomes a virtuoso. You know, completely, like, everything is motivated by taste. But the devotee who is practicing spontaneous devotion also abides by those external rules we should note, you know, for the sake of giving example to the others. But some of them who are not preaching, they can be somewhere in the cave and they can practice amazing, amazing devotion which is not bound by any rules and regulations like that. He's very devoted to the holy name, but if he doesn't take shower like for days and days and days, it doesn't mean he's not spiritual. He's fully absorbed. Like Srila, what's his name? Vamshidas Babaji Maharaj was talking to his deities, Gaura and Nityananda, Sri Chaitanya and Nityananda. Not only talking, he was chastising them. He was calling Gauranga, you know how? The leader of band of dacoits. He was calling him. Yes. He was teaching him ka, ka, ga, ga, ABCD, Sanskrit ABCD. He was teaching him, teaching your deity like this. It was completely spontaneous. He was chastising him. Hey, today you will not cheat me. Yesterday you cheated me. Today you will not cheat me. I will not allow. You wanted to escape from me yesterday. No, like this. It's completely spontaneous relationship, you see. So great saints, they're experiencing that type of rasa, taste, you know. So certainly in the eyes of mundane people, they're crazies. Mundane people cannot understand. So, yes, so Mahaprabhu, Sri Chaitanya is also called Mahaprabhu, the great Lord. He said, Prabhukaye ehohoi agye kahayar, raya kahe dasya prema sarva sadhya sar. Here, Raya-ramananda is speaking about the first of the 5 main types of relationships with the Supreme. That is called dasya rasa, or the relationship of servant and master. So there are 5 relationships. We can name them now to have the whole picture. So the first one is this. Dasya means servant and master. Second one is friendly relationship, Sakya, friends. They are on equal, they have equal position. And then the third one, Dasya Sakya, Vatsalya means, the first one is neutrality, what I'm saying. The first one is neutrality, neutral relationship. But that is, to be precise, not yet bhakti proper. This is either introductory stage or even not bhakti, like jnana, yoga, that type of practice. So you know that he is spiritual, You know that he's everywhere. You know that he's self-sufficient, that he's great, he's merciful, like this. But you don't know his personal features yet. But you're satisfied in that, though. So that is not actually bhakti proper, but still we can speak about it, although here it's not mentioned. At once dasya is coming. The second type of relationship is the relationship of a servant and master. So then this is okay. Dasya, Sakya means friendly relationship, Sakya, like two good friends. And the next one is Vatsalya, means the relationship of a son and father, mother. So the Supreme Lord, ladies and gentlemen, I have some news for you today. The Supreme Lord has mother and father. Yes, it's quite shocking for some religionists, but that is true. Also Vatsalya is available. When Krishna takes birth, he has father and mother, Nanda and Yashoda. When Rama takes birth, he has Maharaj Dasharatha and Kaushalya Devi. Also father and mother, etc., etc., as many incarnations, human-like, as many fathers, mothers, because he's undergoing human-like pastimes, Naravat Lila, human-like pastimes. And the last and the highest type of relationship is Madhurya, or based on love of the beloveds. Depending on the abode, it can be with or without marital relationships. So in this material world, love must be regulated, yes, by institution of marriage. Am I correct? Like in this material world, love ultimately must be within marriage.
Yes.
Yes.
I suppose in culture.
Okay, so
let's say you get your license.
Yeah, you get your license. Some devotees can marry. Okay, but unmarried relationship is considered to be, like at least 100 years ago in Victorian Britain, is considered to be obscene, so unacceptable. But now people are doing whatever they're doing. It's their thing. But according to Vedic society, there must be marriage. Therefore, when you come to India, they ask you some questions. What is your country? What is your is? And the third question is Maris. First, in India, Maris, this marriage is very strong, very strong. Even children are, what's that called, engaged. Engaged in Indian villages. 9, 10, 11-year-old girls, engaged even earlier. Okay, this is yours. So she lives with that conception. Okay, this is my husband. Okay, holy thing. This is Indian culture, Vedic culture. And also Oriental, we can say, in different other Oriental traditions that's present. And this is very good. So the West is a bit different type of thing. But anyway, there's marriage also in Christianity and other religions. And it's healthy and it's good. But unmarried relationship is considered to be unacceptable, like strictly in strict type of religions, considered to be unaccepted. And it's good. But in spiritual world, Krishna is fully free. He can experience all types of relationship. So when he goes to Dwaraka, Mathura and Dwaraka after Vrindavan, so first of all, Krishna was staying, when he came 5,000 years ago, he was staying on this planet for 125 years. So first period, 10 years and 8 months, was spent in Vrindavan. In Vrindavan, Krishna was a cowherd boy, very, very sweet. By his sound of the flute, he was attracting so many Vraja gopis, so many cowherd girls. So that relationship is, according to the Vedas and the conclusion of Srimad Bhagavatam and other revealed scriptures, considered to be the highest. Although it is not bound by marriage, by marital rights, by marital principle. Not bound. Fully free. Even in heavenly planets, I can tell you, demigods, there are 33 million demigods, are not having this marriage, vows. They are free. Gandharva. Gandharva. Sometimes people use this Gandharva marriage in this world also. They exchange garlands only and no marital rights, and they stay together. So, like demigods in the skies. But in spiritual world, Krishna is fully free. So that's the Supreme Lord who is playing with his energies, different multifarious manifestation of his initial supreme energy, Swarupa Shakti. So all the gopis or all the cowherd girls who are beloveds of Krishna are manifestations of that supreme Shakti. That principle is called Kaya Vyuha, or manifestations of Radhika's body. That is the principle, Kaya Vyuha. Okay? So, Koti Koti Gopi, it's said that there are trillions of gopis, actually unlimited, but Koti Koti means hundreds of millions. Koti Koti Gopi. We can sing one of the days that esoteric song about Koti Koti Gopi. So, then Krishna goes to Mathura. And in Mathura he is no longer cowherd boy. He is already a prince. He has his army, he has his palace, he has his servants, he has his chariots, elephants, horses, sounds of military warfare, military ammunition.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, all those things. And he also has queens in Dwarka. He has 16,108 queens, same amount of palaces. From each queen, Krishna has 10 sons and 1 daughter. So imagine the size of Krishna's family. So, but he always remembers Vrindavan though. And the queens cannot understand why. Krishna sleeps, and in his dreams he is saying, Radhe, Radhe, Lalite, Vishakhe, his favorite damsels, his favorite beloveds. Radha is the highest. Lalita and Vishaka are her dear companions. Lalita and Vishaka also came to the pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And the names in the pastimes of Sri Chaitanya were Swarupa Damodara. Lalita came as Swarupa Damodara, and Vishaka came as Raya-ramananda. So, we were speaking yesterday that Krishna came to Raya-ramananda means, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Raya-ramananda means Krishna came to Vishaka. Why? Because Vishaka knows the heart of Srimati Radhika very, very deeply. Vishaka was born on the same day as Radhika also. And her name is very significant. V means special, and Shaka means branch. Special branch. Branch. Vet. So Krishna took shelter of very special branch in order to understand the heart of his beloved. That is it. So this is the highest katha, this is the highest narration we're listening. In this material world, people like to hear about Romeo and Juliet, type of the drama,
Babylon thing, yeah.
Yes. Layla and Majnun, all those things. But we're devotees of Krishna who want to hear about relationship with Radha and Krishna. That's the highest conception, actually. Krishna has so many relationships with so many devotees, but Radha and Krishna's love, that is what is to be meditated upon. That is the conclusion of so many songs. So many songs. Radhika, we sang in Glastonbury. Radhika Charana Reno, that song we can sing tomorrow, you remind me. That song says that the love of Radha and Krishna has to be contemplated, you see. Thus we'll gain liberation from what? From lust. In this world we're, captivated by lusty desires, by desires of relationship from opposite sex, between the male and female relationship, and that's why we become victimized by lust. In Bhagavad Gita, have you heard? Bhagavad Gita, yes. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna, Arjuna is asking Krishna, his dear friend Arjuna, you might have read something, no? Okay, so Arjuna is asking Krishna in 3rd chapter, Krishna, what is that force which makes people act according to their will although they know this is bad, but they're forced to act like according to the interest, against their will, and against their will. So not according to the real interest of the soul. That is lust or Arjuna. Lust is, well, certainly it originates from the feeling towards opposite sex, desire to enjoy, but lust is actually a sense of exploitation, a possessiveness towards this material. This is mine, and I'm the enjoyer. You know, the highest object is certainly the opposite sex, but like it's a general principle. But when we hear about these pastimes of Radha and Krishna in spiritual world, then we become what? Purified so strongly. Then we become spiritualized, because that is fully pure. That love is fully pure. So you see, in Christianity it said that the Lord created the man according to his image. And that is true. You know? So the Lord has energies, and the male person in this world also has energy in the form of wife, or whatever, girlfriend, those relationships. So some tendency, you know, some possessiveness towards opposite sex people have in this world. And they're trying to enjoy that. But as a result, they're captivated, like more or less, but still they're captivated, they are captivated by this passion, you know, by, what's it, rajas, 3 modes, if you heard, goodness, passion, ignorance, sattva, rajas, tamas. So this passion is the, how to say, leading principle of all material creation. So I want to enjoy, and for my enjoyment I want some facilities. So for those facilities I have to work hard and gain money, get facilities, and then I enjoy, and then enjoy, then you have to pay. You know? That is the material. It's sad, isn't it? But when you hear about the enjoyment, transcendental enjoyment, transcendental means not touched by any material principle, any material, how to say, type, or qualities, yeah. You meditate on the enjoyment of the Supreme Lord and His energies in spiritual world, therefore you get purified. So that comes in the form of narrations, or Hari Katha. That's what we're discussing right now. So we heard from a pure source, or from those devotees who are established in spiritual world, by their consciousness they're eternally established in spiritual world, and sometimes they come here to find us, to help us suffering jivas, suffering residents of this material world. So by hearing those narrations, we are able to not only be purified, but also enter those eternal pastimes. So you see, it's all about the pastimes. In this material world we experience the pastimes of birth, death, old age and disease. Oh my God! Very sad and also boring. But you know, like you see every day the same movie every day. You go crazy.
True.
Same movie every day, like same movie every day. Okay, your favorite movie. Mommy, I want to watch this movie. Okay, get a tape. Okay, oh, I have the tape. We got CD, DVD. Now watch this movie every day. Okay, 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 13, 14, 15. But, Mommy, I'm sick of this movie. Get me another movie. See, this is material principle. Like, there are no children right now, but we often ask them, how many portions of ice cream can you eat? Like, what's your favorite the such and such ice cream? How many strawberry ice cream can you eat? 4, 5. Okay, okay, number 6. No, I'm free, I'm done. I don't want to see it anymore. Then some indigestion happens, or cold, you know. So that is it. But you can hear the spiritual narrations, transcendental narrations, unlimitedly. And the taste is going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. As one poet said, the deeper you go, the higher you fly. Anyway, so that is amazing, amazing, amazing result of hearing Harikatha. Means spiritual impression is coming in the heart. So the jivas were conditioned souls of this material world, and we're bound by this material energy, and we are imprisoned in this prison-like material world. But when you hear about Vikriditam Vrajavadubiritam Cha Vishnu, sweet pastimes of the Supreme Absolute, then we become liberated, and we become filled with taste, ruchi, and then we experience what? Entering the pastimes ultimately. We're entering the eternal pastimes. So here in this material world, the material pastimes we just mentioned, they were sad, they were boring, they were, leading to indigestion and sickness.
Oh, it's so repetitive.
Oh yeah. But in spiritual world, they are eternal and they are ever fresh, ever, how to say, variegated, always variegated, full of variegatedness, unlimited variety. We cannot imagine, like when we talk about the limited principle, Hare Krishna, or talk about material, when we talk about spiritual principle of unlimitedness, like limitless, with limitless principles, then you become, okay, so something stops you, like, okay, unlimited, 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 unlimited. Like your conception about the unlimited is limited for the moment, that's why you could get bored thinking about unlimited. Okay, let's just sit down and think about the unlimited. How long can we go? Think about unlimited, unlimited. Then you get disturbed, you get like...
Something limited.
Yeah, like, how can it be unlimited? I don't have no faith, So there's some limits still coming, But when you hear those narrations from the pure source, then your your limited consciousness becomes unlimited because of the magic of Harikatha. So that magic lies within the heart of a pure devotee who is from there, and when he or she is speaking, then you can hear and you can have full impression about what is going on. So we're back. You can just, for the beginning, the 1 hour we were just making introduction, as you understand. So now the actual beginning, continuation from yesterday, you came just at the right time. So Prabhu kahe ehoy age kahar. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying that is external. Still again he's saying external about pure love. About prema bhakti he's saying external. Imagine. Again, once he said kahoy, okay, jnana shunya, he said free from empiric knowledge and free from impersonal knowledge, that is good. But now again, prema bhakti, pure love, he's saying ahoy, he's saying bahya, this is external. Imagine it. So that's the point where all the world religions are silent already. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying this is external.
What exactly, what kind of love?
Prema bhakti.
Prema bhakti is
Prema bhakti, Mahaprabhu is saying ahoy.
Why?
Ahoy, now we'll discuss. Patience. Spokojno. Okay, thank you for your wise. I like your wise. If you have many wise, you will become wise one time. So, Prabhu kahe ehoy agya kahaya raikaya dasya prema sadisarasa. So here, all the world religions are silent. They don't say anything about the Supreme Lord, what He's doing. You ask any religionist in the world, who is the Supreme Lord and what is He doing? What they will say is, don't speak, don't ask. We have one very wonderful devotee in Turkey, probably she's watching us now. And before coming to Vrindavan, she went to Mecca, to pilgrimage. And in Mecca she was asking questions. And Holy Fathers there, they were saying to her, don't ask. They were saying just don't ask. Because you cannot. We say in Russian, не положено, he understands. It is not proper, not accepted. Those questions are not accepted. But here you can ask. And even, when you hear about pure bhakti, imagine, pure devotional service. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, this is external. Imagine the level of the conversation. So it's going higher. It's going somewhere. What is it? Terra incognita, the unknown land for most religions. They either say nothing or they say some hints. You cannot really, relate to them. Yeah, you cannot relate. So,
Maybe here exact translation of that verse.
Ehohoi. No. Ehohoi. I'm sorry.
Raya-ramananda.
They're saying Ehohoi. This is good. Yes, he's saying this is good. This is good. This is Prema Bhakti is saying this is good. Ehohoi. I mixed it up.
Why?
Ehohoi.
Why?
Ehohoi. Yes.
Yeah, because I understood it's up to the level.
Bahya, yes. The level of Jnana Shunya is the first level where he's saying Ahohoi. Here he's also saying Ahohoi, okay? So Sadhu Maharaj wanted to present some new theory today. Thank you. So Ahohoi, this is good. Agya Kahar, this is good, but go further. So anyway, that's true, that at this level all the religions are stopping. We're not discussing further. Kahoi, Agya Kahaya, Raya-kahi, Dasya Prema Sadyasar. Sarva Sadyasar. He's saying that Dasya Prema, or the love of, in the mood of a servant towards the master, is the essence of all perfection. Sri Raya-ramananda replied, loving service and servitude, Dasya Prema, as exchange of master and servant is the essence of all perfection. The bhakti of all devotees is not equal. So there is gradation, because the general principle is Jivara Swarupa Hoy, Krishna Nitya Das, Krishna Ratatasta Shakti Prakash. So, glass of water can I bring. Jivara Swarupa Hoy. So the internal mood of the Jiva, internal mood of the living entity is that he is servant of Krishna. But what kind of servant? There is gradation. So this Dasya Bhava is manifested all over the universes, all over the spiritual worlds. So as you can see here on the map, thank you, as you can hear, as you can see here on the map, we saw Vaikuntha planets. Here, living entities are serving Lord Narayan. Om Namo Narayanaya. They're singing his name. And Lord Narayan is four-handed. Living entities are four-handed also. So that is servitude, pure dasya in Vaikuntha. Mostly that. So the best of Vaikunthas is called, you see that little ball a bit higher? Just next to the lotus, but it's on the bottom, at the bottom of the lotus. That is the planet of Lord Ramachandra, Ayodhya. So we must have heard about Ram, yeah, Ram. So he is in the human form, human-like form. He is the king. He is the best protector of his subjects. He is Prajavatsali, he is Bhaktavatsali, he is protector of his devotees. He is best husband for Sita. He is best king, and he has so many qualities. But comparing to the residents of Vaikuntha, Rama has 2.5 more qualities. His supreme qualities as supreme ruler, best protector of the subjects, etc., etc. So they make up 2.5 more qualities. So there are more rasas there, not only dasya. Also there's friendly relationship, there's parental relationship, there's conjugal relationship, but they are very much bound by rules and regulations, by maryada, by etiquette. So therefore Hanuman, the best servant of Ramachandra in the form of a monkey, he never embraces him, for example. Always is the distance. Even if Rama is about to think about something, then Hanuman knows that immediately, and he flies to that place where Ramachandra is. He knows in advance and flies there. So that is Dasya. So Dasya is the leading principle. This katha is very dear to me also because I had to speak for Srila Gurudev in Kartik 2009 from the stage. So all over the abodes, this Dasya is present, but This highest abode of Krishna in spiritual realm of Goloka consists of the 4 parts: Dwaraka, Mathura, Goloka and Vraj. So in Dwaraka, Krishna is the king, has many palaces, and in Dwaraka, Mathura. In Mathura also he is a prince, and also there are palaces, and there's somewhat more sweetness because it's closer to Vrindavan. And then Goloka is the abode where Krishna is with the gopis, but the relationship is more like marital. That is Aishwarya Goloka. And within the center of that lotus there is Vraj, or Goloka Vrindavana we can say, Gokula also we can say. Gokula is the name for this world. So in Vraj nobody knows that Krishna is God. Everybody is relating to him as the greatest, as the wonderful cowherd boy. Charming, not greatest, charming cowherd boy. Everybody is mesmerized with his flute play. Everybody is attracted to Krishna very, very spontaneously. That pure madhurya, pure sweetness, not covered by Aishwarya at all. So that is called Vraj. So we want to develop Vraja Bhakti in our hearts. Vraj is the only place where there is no pure dasya. There is no pure dasya. Dasya is the mood of servant and as master. So certainly Krishna's father Nanda Baba or Nanda Maharaj has servants, but those servants are not in pure dasya at all. They're not like Hanuman. No. They can chastise Krishna. They can, threaten him with finger. They can play with him. A very, very sweet relationship. So in Vrindavan, everything is covered with madhurya or sweetness. So many abodes and so many moods. So each and every soul has in potential that, in the heart, has that potential for development. We should come to that abode according to the call of our Svarupa, of our spiritual body. So when we hear those narrations from the pure source, the natural attraction develops and we're going to that abode. We're being attracted to that abode, and nothing can stop that attraction actually. So that is the movement of bhakti. So sometimes Maya or illusion can capture us, but still that positive attraction is there. You cannot kill it, it cannot be deteriorated. It's existing, always, it's ever existing. So that is about Dasya Bhav. It is about the feeling of a relationship in a mood of servant and master. And Namashruti Matrena Puman Bhavati Nirmala Tasya Tirtha Pada Kimba Dasanam Avashishyate. Raya-ramananda quoted this verse. Srimad Bhagavatam is saying, Durvasa is saying to Ambarish Maharaj, simply by hearing all the auspicious names of Bhagavan, Krishna, the Jiva, the living soul, becomes pure, and for those who are the servants of the lotus feet of Tirthapad Bhagavan, what desirable object remains to be still attained? Bhaktantam evan bhavantam evan charam nirantara prashantani shesha mano rathantara kadaham aikantika nritya kinkara prahashayasyami sanatha jivitam. So Yamunacharya is saying in this verse, O Lord, when will I become your eternal one-pointed servant, renouncing all desires apart from serving you, and always feeling joyful because of having such a glorious master. You see, this mood of dasya is everywhere, in all the abodes. Only in Goloka Vrindavan, as we said just now, it's fully covered by madhurya, by the sweetness. But initially we take up this mood of servant. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Dasera Dasa Seva Vilasa Kare Narottama Dasa. We're missing your kirtan today. Should sing something at the end.
Okay. Is that from Radha Krishna Pranamar?
Yeah, this is Radha Krishna Priyas. Yesterday you sang. So Radha Krishna Pranamar says this, Shri Narottam Das Thakur is saying, so I'm the Dasa Anudasa, I'm the servant of Shri Chaitanya. So it's not easy to serve Krishna directly, at once. Actually impossible, because Krishna is inconceivable. Krishna, often it seems that, he breaks all the laws, He plays the flute and attracts young girls. What is that? So that's why religionists, they cannot understand us. Very often, Krishna is stealing butter, Have you heard? Krishna is butter thief, That's it, Makkancho. Yes, yes. And Krishna also, Vastra Harana Lila he made. He stole the robes, the gopis' clothes. He stole the clothes of the gopis, of the young damsels of Vraj, and made them all stand like this, not covering anything, just like this. Stand before me in the water, stand before me like this, with your hands, folded hands, like this. That's Krishna. Hey, hooligan, what doing? So the religionists are puzzled. What is that? So that is sweetness. So very, very difficult to understand Krishna. But Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, very easy. Because he acts as a devotee always. He's always chanting Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. And he's a sannyasi. As a sannyasi is very strict. Very strict. He's always devoted to the holy name. Hare Krishna Tyuchar. Also he was chanting Hare Krishna. Sometimes people misunderstand that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was chanting something else. No, he was chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And his japa was made of ropes sometimes, like this. But he was so much immersed that was outside of rules and regulations. He was rubbing his cheeks against the hard walls of Gambhira, the secluded, the remote room he was staying in for so many years in Jagannath Puri. And then mystically he was disappearing from there. Then his devotees were finding him with his limbs shrunken within his body, like a tortoise. And then they were quoting some verses, some melodious verses, Sri Raya-ramananda-samvad, two of them, Lalita and Vishaka. They were quoting for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and then he was coming back. Oh, why have you called me back? Why have you called me? I was with Krishna and the gopis. Like this. On another occasion, they found Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They could not find. He disappeared. Gambhira was a remote room, and the two walls, 2 or 3 thick walls. So, and they were observing him. He was in the room. He was crying. He was uttering Krishna's names. All of a sudden, he disappeared. Disappeared. No, there's no Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So they went to the ocean. Swarup Damodara understood that he must have been by the ocean. He must have thought that that is Yamuna, in the mood of Krishna, in the mood of Radhika. I'm sorry, that is Yamuna, and he must have thrown himself in the water. So that was the case. Actually, they met one fisherman, and the fisherman was like mad. He said, "Oh, can you help me? I cannot stop. I can say Krishna, 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 like madman, cannot stop." When some ghost is entering people's mind, then they can say something, keep speaking something, cannot stop like that. So then Swarupa Damodara, he said, "Okay, I know some mantra for the ghosts. I'll tell that mantra." He spoke that mantra. Then he was in normal condition. "Oh, where is that ghost? Can I show this ghost?" "Oh, he's here. I caught the ghost in my net. He's in my net. See the ghost?" And there was Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But remember, his limb was shrunken in the first story. But here, no. The limbs of his body became separated, and they were connected only with the skin. And all of that was fully tangled. Right? So that was Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So then Swarupa Damodara and Raya-ramananda, again that's the glories of Raya-ramananda, but Swarupa Damodara especially, he was uttering some mantras. He was uttering some shlokas, some texts from the scriptures, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came back and his limbs came back to a normal condition. And again he was chastising them, why have you called me back? Why have you called me back? I was with Krishna and the gopis. And he was telling what he was seeing. You see, that's the Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, anyway, but these are extreme manifestations of his love. But mostly he was like a devotee with tilak. He was always chanting the holy name and kirtan. Sometimes in his japamala he was chanting his Gayatri mantras. Anyway, he was like a devotee. Like a devotee. So we could relate, those other devotees could relate to him, and they could practice following his example. So Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Dasya Ranudasa. So we're developing that devotion towards Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the mood of a devotee. So first we develop Dasya relationship towards Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Shri Krishna Chaitanya Radha Krishna Nahi Anya is none other than Radha and Krishna. So then he brings us towards Radha and Krishna. That's why we have the three figures on the altar, Radha and Krishna, and by the side of Radha and Krishna, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So we start from worshipping his lotus feet. Some words about Hanuman. Hanuman is a pure servant of Lord Ramachandra in the form of a monkey, and his manifestation of Dasya is the highest. When Lord Ramachandra came, Ravana, the great demon, stole Sita, his wife, his spouse. So then he was wandering with Lakshman, his brother, and they met Hanuman and Sugriva, the leaders of the monkey army, the monkey community. So they formed an army, and they jumped to the Lanka, and very, very ferocious battle was there. So finally Sita was saved. Ramayana in 3 words. So Hanuman was very, very much devoted to Lord Ramachandra, and once all the other devotees, very close devotees to Lord Ramachandra, they took up all the services, all the seva, and Hanuman became with nothing. he had nothing, but you could imagine, oh, sorry Hanuman, all the types of service are taken. Oh, please give me something, And finally they decided, okay, we'll give you one type of service, one Ramachandra yawns practice. How do you do? Then you snap your fingers like this. So in Indian tradition, when somebody yawns, then you should snap your fingers, otherwise some living entity will come in, some ghost or whatever. So as many times as Indian people yawn, they snap their fingers. So it's good tradition, don't forget. Next time you yawn. So then they saw Lord Ramachandra yawning intensely. He's sitting and cannot stop yawning. Like this all the time. And what's the matter? Finally they, okay, you also can practice. So they could find Hanuman. They saw Hanuman. Hanuman is standing, snapping his fingers non-stop. That's why Rama is yawning. So Rama becomes dependent on the love of his Hanuman, you see. On another occasion, Sita presented Hanuman with a necklace. She was giving so many gifts on occasion of.
It was when they came back, isn't it?
Yeah.
After the war.
Yeah, after the war. When they came victorious, and Sita was giving gifts to everyone, and to Hanuman she gave her own necklace. So Hanuman, instead of, honoring the necklace on his neck, he started cracking all the pearls. Hey, monkey, what are you doing? What are you doing? I can see if there's a Ram name there or not. If the Ram's name is there or not. So, on another occasion, Hanuman noticed that Sita is making sindur, is applying red, what's that, vermilion? What's it called? Red powder, vermilion, red powder on her parting, as Indian ladies do. So, why are you doing this? Oh, I'm doing this so that Rama can live long life and be very happy. And Hanuman heard about that. He jumped in the whole pile of vermilion, jumped into the whole red pile. So that's why he's red, painted red very in many places. So then, and he entered the assembly hall. Everybody was laughing. Monkey, what have you done? Saying, why have you done this? Oh, I want Ram to live a long life and be very healthy. That's it. So, such a devotion. Jai Hanuman ki jai. So, wherever Lord Ramachandra is, definitely Hanuman is there. 100% sevak, 100% servant. Prabhu kahe ehohoi kichu agyar. Kichu agyar, a little bit more. Till, ehohoi, this is good. Raya kahe sakya prema sarva sadhyasar. Sakya prema, the prema of friends. The pure love of friendly relationship is best. So, the Supreme Lord has friends recorded. The Supreme Lord not only has parents, but also friends, very intimate friends. In different abodes, in different abodes of the Lord, there are so many he has friends of friendly relationship. Some hint only is there in Vaikuntha, practically no, but in Ayodhya, yes, there is some friendly relationship, brotherly relationship, friendly relationship, but the more so in Dwaraka, the more in Mathura, and even more in Goloka Vrindavana. So in Goloka Vrindavana, Krishna has sakhas, or his boyfriends, cowherd boyfriends. So they go together to the pasturing grounds, they sit together, and each cowherd boy's mother gives him a basket with his lunch. So they take out the lunches and they start taking that lunch together, and they have many games to play. Also that prasadam, that food, they snatch each other's foods. That is called lutaputi. Yeah, they play hide and seek. They play so many games, cops and robbers, and each cowherd boy sees Krishna as his unique friend. He sees himself next to the Lord. I want to touch Krishna first. No, I want to touch, like this. So he's in the center, and it's very close relationship with the Supreme Lord. You see, that is very marvelous. So there's a gradation in the rasas. They're not equal in the position. So Shanta is the first rasa. So far we heard about the 3 out of 5. So Shanta has one quality, that is Nishtha, of faith. So one who is meditating on the Supreme as the especially impersonal absolute and the supreme source of all that be, that person has conception that the Supreme Lord is fully transcendental and Atmaram Aptakam. He is fully self-satisfied and has no desires. And so that is called Nishtha, basically. That is called what? Faith, firm faith. So that is the first quality, right? So when the material world is created, then 5 material elements manifest. But the first material element which manifests is called ether. So that element of ether has one quality, what? Sound. So in that same way, the first rasa is Shanta, and it has one quality, Nishtha, or faith. So then the next quality, from ether, after ether, then what? Then air is manifested. So the air has another unique quality, which is touch. You can wave your hand and feel the air. So that is called touch. You can actually touch the air. So also certainly sound is there in the air. So the quality which is typical for ether. But the special quality of air is touch. So in that same way, okay, I'll finish with the elements. So the next element is the fire. So the fire has one unique element. The four previous are there, but the unique quality of the fire is the form. You can see the fire. You cannot see the air, but you can see the fire. And the next quality is, the next element is the water. So the water has one unique element, taste. And the next element is earth, and it has one unique element, unique quality, smell, right? So this planet, Earth, has earth as the leading element. That's why we have so many smells, good and bad. So, but yeah, if smell is bad, then we can use incense and make it better. But anyway, the planet of smells of different kinds, and certainly taste and everything. But the earth element has this smell quality as the leading one. So in that same way, Shanta or neutral relationship has this nishta quality. Then the dasya or quality of servant's love in the servant's mood towards the master has one quality, mamata, or sense of possessiveness. So a yogi cannot say that the Supreme Brahman is mine. There's no possessiveness because there's no person. But Krishna is the person, and the das or servant knows that that is my master. So that's why that minus or the sense of possessiveness, mamata, is present there. So two qualities. So the unique quality of dasya is mamata, right? And the next quality of sakya, of friendship, is the sense of equality. The sense of equality. So Krishna is equal with me. So that is very unique quality of sakya. So Krishna's boyfriends we were just discussing, but we'll hear also some verse about sakya prema. Raya-ramananda is quoting, Ittam satam brahma sukhanubhutya dasyam gatanam paradaivatena maya shritanam naradarakena sakam vajashru krita punya punja. Shri Shukadev Goswami said to Parikshit Maharaj, he who manifests himself to the Jnanis as the happiness of the Brahman effulgence, who manifests himself to the devotees of Dasya Rasa, the supremely worshipful Lord, and who appears to those under the spell of illusory Maya as an ordinary boy, that same Bhagavan Sri Krishna plays in Sakya Rasa. Well, Sakya Rasa means friendly relationship with his dear cowherd boys of Raja, who are receiving the fruit of their profuse pious activities, and those who are sadhakas, those who are practicing spiritual realization before they can become friends of Krishna. Okay, so again, within the heart of that devotee who hears about Vraja Prema, about Vraja Rasa, about the relationship with Krishna, when they hear these pastimes, friendly relationship with Krishna, they're so much attracted. Oh, I also want to be one of Krishna's friends. I also want to experience that kind of relationships with him. Prabhu kahe eho uttam agya kahayar. Uttam, he is saying. This is best already. But yet, go further. Because, he's saying uttam, because Sakya has very unique quality of equality. Very, very close relationship. This is uttam. This is best. But go further. Raya kahe vatsalya prema sarvasadyasar. Vatsalya prema means relationship of parental affection. In parental affection, Mahaprabhu said, O Ramananda, that is the topmost, but please speak something beyond this. Vatsalya prema, or parental affection, is the essence of all perfection. Nanda kim akarut brahman shreya evam mahodayam yashodava mahabhaga papo yasya stanam hari. Parikshit Maharaj inquired from Shukadev Goswami, what auspicious pious activities did Nanda Baba perform so that Krishna agreed to become his son? And what did Yashoda do that led to the absolute truth? Krishna sucking that most wonderful woman's breast milk. So, actually Yashoda and Nanda, Krishna's mother and father, are eternal position. But there was one story when there were sadhakas who were practicing Dronandara, and they became Nanda, and they showed how to understand became. They, how to say, entered that position. They joined the position of, how to say, their bodies melted with the bodies of Nanda and Yashoda. That's what happened. So they entered that eternal lila in that manner. So therefore Raya-ramananda quoted another verse, Nernam vichinchana bhavo virinchana bhavo nashri apyanga samshraya prasadam libre gopi yattat prapa vimuktidat. Shukadeva Goswami said to Parikshit Maharaj, unsaintly king, the mercy that the gopi Yashoda received from Sri Krishna, the giver of liberation, was not given to Brahma, Shiva, or even Lakshmi, who always resides on the chest of Vishnu. See? So, Lakshmi is the spouse of Lord Narayan. You see here? She's always situated at his lotus feet and massaging them. But she is so much attracted by Leelas of Krishna. She is standing in front of Vrindavan, outside Vrindavan, like on the opposite side of Yamuna, in Belvan with folded hands and looking towards Vrindavan and praying. She wants to become a gopi. She wants to become a cowherd boy, a girl. She cannot. She cannot. Because she is considering herself a Brahmani. Oh, I am a husband, Lord Narayan is my husband, I'm his devoted wife. And then she was asking from Purnamasi Yoga Maya Devi, oh, what should I do to become a gopi? Oh, you should do some menial service, you should make cow dung patties. Nah, it's a bit dirty. Okay. But most significantly, you have to marry a gopa, marry a cowherd man. What? She could not take this. Means she has to leave Lord Narayan. I never can leave my husband. And not only marry a gopa, but give up that husband and run to Krishna for the rasa dance. No, it's absolutely impossible. So she has that Brahmani Abhiman, or conception that I'm a wife of Lord Narayana, who is the highest Brahman, obviously. So she cannot do, and she cannot approach even Lakshmi. So therefore, in this verse, Shukadeva Goswami says to Parikshit about that. After Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard that, so many things Gurudeva was saying, could speak months and months. Prabhu kahe eho uttam, ake kahayar, Raya kahe kanta bhava, prema sadyasar. Kanta bhava. Kanta means Krishna's beloveds. So this Vatsalya Prema is the topmost. Vatsalya. So Vatsalya is the love of Mother Yashoda. We didn't say anything about that. So we said about Lakshmi. So even Lakshmi cannot become mother of Krishna. You know, she wants to become a gopi. She cannot become a gopi, but she cannot become even mother of Krishna. But mother of Krishna, Yashoda, Krishna once allowed his mother to tie himself to the grinding mortar. Krishna is so naughty. Krishna very naughty. Krishna is always stealing butter, you know. But Mother Yashoda decided, oh, my child always runs here and there. I get complaints from my neighbors, neighboring gopis, that he's stealing the butter. Actually, makhan, butter is in Hindi is in Sanskrit is makhan. Ma means no, khana means lust. So the gopis are making butter. They're churning yogurt and they're extracting butter from yogurt. But actually what they're churning the love for Krishna. And they want him to come and steal and take their love in the form of butter. So therefore Krishna is stealing their butter, right? And so many pastimes. Once Krishna came to the house of one gopi and he was stealing butter and he got caught red-handed. So that that gopi covered him with some cloth, took him very firmly by the hand and dragged him to Mother Yashoda. Now, I will show you to your mother now. I caught you red-handed. You butter thief? You know? Makanchor. So as soon as Krishna came to Mother, it was brought to Mother Yashoda like this. then she was shouting, see who I brought. I brought your son I caught red-handed, he was stealing butter. Just see. And she removed the covering, and immediately Mother Yashoda saw the son of that very gopi. And Krishna was just rising from bed, and he was rubbing his eyes. Mommy, I was just sleeping peacefully. What's the noise? And he saw that scene, and Krishna said, see, how can you say this is my son? My son is sleeping peacefully at home. So that is the trick of Yogamaya, or transcendental spiritual energy of the Supreme, like this. And so Yashoda was thinking, oh, the gopis are complaining that Krishna is stealing butter. Probably that is because my son doesn't receive very sweet butter from the others. So I will now go to my best cows. Nanda Baba has 900,000 cows. 900,000, so many. So Mother Yashoda came to the best cows, which are giving the richest milk, and she personally milked them. She personally collected the milk and started, made yogurt and started churning the yogurt for the butter. So that sound woke Krishna up, and Krishna crawled towards Yashoda, and then Yashoda sat him down and gave her breast milk. So Krishna was very happy. But then Yashoda noticed one thing, that the milk was overflowing on the stove. So she ran to the stove to save the milk and put Krishna down. So it's not so easy to put Krishna down. Krishna is so heavy, but Mother Yashoda very, very easily put him down. And she ran to the stove, and the milk was boiling over because of utter despondency. The milk was thinking, oh, Mother Yashoda is giving her breast milk to Krishna, so now I have no service. I want to go to Krishna's mouth and stomach, I want to serve Krishna, but now Krishna is sucking the breast of Mother Yashoda, so I am deprived of service. I have no service. I cannot serve Krishna. And so the milk was very desperate, and okay, there's no point of my life, and started overflowing, suicide. So then Mother Yashoda, stop! She took some water and sprinkled over the milk, pacified the milk. So the milk was saved. I will engage you in service. I will make some sweets from you for Krishna. Rabri, rasagula, etc. You cannot make rabri and rasagula from your breast milk, obviously. So she said, I will engage you. So then Krishna was very angry, because he saw that Mother Yashoda put him down and went to save the milk. So he decided to revenge. He went away, and he took one piece of stone, chip, and threw, and broke one pot. Yes.
I hear what Kamala Govinda Maharaj gave a detail there. Why Krishna got so scared, even though he has broken many pots before, because he pulled them down to take the butter. But this time he got really scared once he's done it, because he realized that pot is been on the family of Mother Yasoda for over 5 generations. And he realized, oh no, this is my mom's special pot.
Special pot. Family pot. Thank you, good. Yeah, I didn't know this detail. Anyway, she broke that pot, and he started... okay, so then he ran further, and Mother noticed footsteps on the spoiled yogurt. Spilled yogurt, and then Krishna came to the pot of butter and started feeding butter to the crows and monkeys, because he didn't properly remunerate those monkeys who were participants of Rama Lila and who conquered Ravana, who conquered Lanka. So in Krishna Lila he gave them back the debt. So he was feeding them with the butter. So then Mother Yashoda caught him and said, oh, yo, Bandar Bandhu, you're the friend of the monkeys. You were feeding the monkeys the butter. So feeding.
feeding monkeys and feeding crows and monkeys. So Bandar Bandhu, then she was asking him, oh, why is your I wasn't stealing butter. I wasn't stealing butter, but your mouth is covered with butter. Oh, because you were coming to me, and the monkeys were afraid, so they ran away, and when they were running away, they touched their hands somehow. It's my mouth. They touched my mouth like this. So Krishna is such a liar. He's lying to Mother Yashoda. So Mother Yashoda got very, very angry, and she took a vow. Today I have to catch you. And Krishna ran away to the street. And Mother Yashoda is somewhat healthy, you know. So a respectable lady will not go to the street and will not show herself to the public like this, so non-decorated. Yeah, but anyway, she ran as she was to chase Krishna, to catch Krishna. So finally, she caught Krishna. And how to punish Krishna? Okay, this is kala, means thief, no? And this is ulukala. Ulukala is the grinding mortar. So the thief was standing on the grinding mortar. So this is accomplice of thief. So they should be tied together tightly. So she took her ribbon from the hair and she was trying to tie Krishna down, but the ribbon was 2 fingers too short. So Mother Yashoda took all the ropes from the house and tied together, and every time she was trying to tie Krishna, that was 2 fingers too short. So she asked all of her friends, oh, please give me some ropes. So all the gopis gave some ropes to Yashoda. And finally, again, she was trying to tie him down, but 2 fingers too short. And she said, oh, probably this is Bhagavan's plan today. I'm not destined to tie my naughty son down. So, but Krishna saw her endeavor, see, and Krishna allowed her to tie him down. So this is Vatsalya. Mother Yashoda tied Krishna down, then only Nanda later, Krishna's father, could untie him, because his friends were trying to untie Krishna, but they failed, because Sakya Rasa is lower than Vatsalya. In Vatsalya Rasa there's one special element. What is that? That is palanam, the sense of support. So coward boys are not supporting Krishna, but mother and father do. So the sense, the feeling of support, protection, yes, palana, support and protection of Krishna is there, palana. So Krishna saw mother's endeavor and he allowed her to tie him down. Then Father Nanda came, and only Nanda Baba was able to untie Krishna. That was the end of the story. How to say? Nanda and Yashoda have full conception that if we don't discipline Krishna, if we don't instruct him, then he will become thief, he will become disgrace for the family. That's their conception. And the highest rasa is Madhurya. So Madhurya has one element, that is serving with all the parts of the body. So Vrajaramanīs, gopis, Krishna's beloveds, they serve him with all limbs of their bodies. So that's it, as in very good series, you know. We'll finish with most interesting. So we'll speak about that tomorrow. Tomorrow is the actual day of Shri Raya-ramananda's disappearance. So this has been a very extensive class. I'm very, very happy. At the end I was a bit tired, I'm sorry. But anyway, very, very happy you were hearing so attentively. So also thanks to our devotees online. Wielkie dzięki dla polskich wielbicieli, które nas oglądają. I za serbskich bhakt. And all the others. And спасибо всем преданным, которые нас смотрели, anyway in Russian. So ačiū visiems bhaktams, kurie mus žiūrėjo, Lithuanian. Okay, so I'm very happy you heard this, and we're waiting for you tomorrow and day after and Thursday morning if you can. So this is seminar. If you step by step hear these things, then very deep impressions will come by the grace of our Gurudevs, not our grace. I'm just like a postman. Whatever was imperfect, please forgive me. These are very high subjects, but how to say, whatever I can share, I can share. What I heard, I can share. So, Shri Raya-ramananda-samvad ki jai, Shri Gurudeva ki jai, Shri Raya-ramananda Prabhu ki jai, Gauranga Prabhu ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande. Okay, one question from Kripa Sindhu Prabhu.
Yes, so from Chaitanya Charitamrita we understand that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to introduce all the rasas except Shanta rasa, right?
Charabhava, yes.
Yeah. Yet in Goloka Vrindavan still there are like entities which we might consider are in Shantaras, like flowers or like trees, and so how to understand if one has that mood watching Vrindavan? So what kind of mood is that?
In Goloka Vrindavana nothing is Shanta. It's all Madhurya. It's all covered with Madhurya. One blade of grass in Vrindavan knows more than millions of residents of Vaikuntha. Even Ayodhya. Nothing can be compared to what one blade of grass in Vrindavan knows. One Chintamani gem. One parrot, for example. Parrots are duties. Parrots are companions of Radha and Krishna. There are Krishna's parents, there are Radhika's parents. Radhika has parrots. She feeds them with pomegranate seeds and teaches them how to say Krishna, Krishna, say Krishna, Krishna. The parrot is different. Parrot's already participant of Lila practically, Rasa Lila even. So Duti means messenger. And the grass feels so much ecstatic. Why do the blades of grass of Vrindavan stay erect? Because of ecstasy. The trees of Vrindavan, they give their flowers to Krishna, Radha and Krishna. To Krishna also. When Krishna comes to Vraj and plays his flute, then the trees, they're immoving, they become moving. When Krishna enters the flower garden, the garden, the trees, they offer their flowers like branches, they offer in obeisances. And Yamuna is bringing her flowers to Krishna's lotus feet like this as a donation. And the peacocks, they start dancing, and the peacock gives like Krishna is the Natavara, the best of dancers. So when Krishna dances, and the peacocks, they give their, like, instead of applause, they give their feathers. The best part of peacock's body is obviously his feather, so this is like best what I can give. I give you like this. And then the waters of Yamuna become turbulent, and the cows, they stand stunned. They cannot chew the grass anymore, and their ears stand like cups like this. They cannot stop hearing Krishna's flute. And the calves, they were drinking mother cow's milk, but they stop, they cannot drink, and the milk is just running down the mouths like this. So all the living entities are filled with Madhurya. So therefore Srila Gurudev was saying, think of Vrindavan, think I am in Vrindavan. And Vrindavan is fully covered with Mathurya. That's extremely Mathurya Dham. Extremely. So everything is Mathurya there. There's no Shanta. Everybody's alive. So that is what we can say today. Tomorrow we'll continue. Come tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll speak about those high things already. Gradually we have to speak. I'm in quite dilemma because new devotees, but still, therefore we humbly ask, one after another, if you listen to those classes and you have full impression. Yes, Kripa Sindhuji.
So I heard from your class, you were mentioning Mother Yashoda and Nanda Baba. Apparently in their previous manifestations or incarnations, they were
Drona and Dhara. Drona and Dhara.
Yeah, and then you said that they joined or like melted.
Yeah, they entered.
Yeah, Mother Yashoda and Nanda Baba. Because I'm struggling with the concept of Shri Guru and Jiva combined. So would it be a proper understanding that actually the Jiva of Shri Guru actually joins the eternal the eternal position of those who are eternal associates of Shri Radha Krishna, like Sakas, and or it's a misconception?
Once again, you mentioned Guru somehow.
Yeah, Shri.
The soul of Shri Guru? No? Right?
Well, the thing is, I'm so under influence of misconceptions that I might misrepresent what I want to say.
When Guru goes to spiritual world, you mean? Or what's the case?
When Shri Guru represents a spiritual abode in Krishna.
Yeah.
So in some sense, in the past, he was conditioned, right? Or he has undergone many births, right?
Not necessarily. Maybe Nitya Siddha.
But as a jiva, right?
Nitya Siddha or Sadhana Siddha, there are two ways, two types. So when Shri Guru enters the Leela, so
I think he's talking sadhana siddha when you're saying.
So because somewhere I heard again that jiva cannot deliver jiva. It's only that
jiva cannot deliver jiva.
Yeah, the direct energy of Lord Krishna in the form of eternal associates. Only they can do that. So it's like
eternal associates.
Yeah.
Or those who are in the wake of eternal associates, both siddhas and sadhakas. Both eternal associates and those who are in the mood of them, who are following them and achieving perfection, they can do also. They are also powerful. We cannot say that they are less powerful. They are also powerful. Siddha, Nitya Siddha, eternally perfect, and Sadhana Siddha, those who achieve perfection in the course of practice, are equally powerful. There's no difference.
Okay.
Question from our dear friend Jay.
Say for a jiva to be liberated and reach Vaikuntha Loka, how would they then liberate further into Krishna Golok Vrindavan? Is it possible?
You see, there is one term, Swarupa Anubandhi, which we were discussing one evening. So there is a call, how to say that, Anubandhi, of a jiva to achieve certain Swarupa. You're bound by that. You're bound, yes. You're bound, because that is a acorn.
Built in.
Yeah. So it cannot become maple.
Yeah.
Right. And Corella, bitter vegetable, cannot become mango, and vice versa. Maybe some desire can come, by hearing some amazing katha, narration, but the actual reality is that it can never go there.
It's already set in stone.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're bound by that. Swarupa Anubandhi means Swarupa, being bound by that mood.
And that would be the same for, like, say someone like Siddha, you're saying about someone who achieves perfection through practice.
Yeah.
Would that be the same for a soul as well? You would be already bound to be able to do that. So it's not just possible for anybody to do that.
Only if you go through Brahmaloka it's possible to go further to Vaikuntha, like it's on the way.
No, I'm saying, like, you know, Sri Guru who becomes perfected in one's life, is that the same? Like, it's already set in stone that you would become liberated in this physical body in that life. It's already kind of set, you know, like destiny through practice.
I couldn't completely follow. Okay, can you just make it shorter?
You're saying there's two different types of Sri Guru. There's one who is Nitya Siddhya and one who is Sadhana
Siddhya. Yeah.
So Sadhana Siddhya, is that already set in stone already? So
set in stone?
Oh, I get it.
You get it?
The swarup of the jiva.
Yeah.
Either is, like you say, guru.
Can you just give the question?
Is that what he's asking? Is that what is the difference basically?
Oh, Nitya Siddha, Sadhana Siddha.
No, and also the when the Nitya Siddha, when the Sadhana Siddha achieves the perfection, if it is because it's Sadhana Siddha and not Nitya Siddha, therefore is it fixed? His position as well.
He's saying his destiny.
And his destiny, if he's fixed already, that.
Or due to his own endeavors and mercy of Krishna.
Yeah, due to his own endeavors and mercy of Krishna, he establishes in his position and he can save others. He can give all the babas actually, all the moods. If he's from Goloka Vrindavan, he can nurture other moods as well. He's universal. But what he really can give, he can give the highest. But if somebody is in Sakya Rasa, for example, cannot give Madhurya. So Srila Shyamananda Prabhu had to go to Srila Jiva Goswami for Shiksha, although his guru wasn't, because his guru, what's his name, Hridaya Chaitanya Prabhu was in Sakya Rasa, so he had to go to Srila Jiva Goswami, who was Vilasa Manjari, and develop his Manjari Baba, his mood of Shrimati Radhika's maidservant. Okay? Chant Hare Krishna and pray for Sadguru to come, then you'll understand. Very good. Okay, so any more questions? Last question? Okay, thank you. So now we'll do Arati, evening procedure, and then take prasad, and there will be informal conversation at the end. Nitai Gaur Premanande, see you all tomorrow.
Bhaktivedanta Sadhu Maharaj ki jai.